This is going to step you through some SQL commands. This is in preparation for your exercise number 5. But it's just an introduction to SQL. So W3 Schools is a good site to go to get some real quick early exposure to things. And so SQL is a standard, it stands for Standard Query Language, I believe, but it's used for storing, manipulating, and retrieving data in databases, and it's used across several platforms that you can see here. And when you're working with SQL, the commands are written in capitals. Select is a SQL command, from is a SQL command, and then this asterisk is it's what we call a wildcard character. And so we're going to run the SQL to execute the SQL statement above, and it's going to pull out everything from the customer's database. So select star is basically everything. And they have a built-in database that they work with behind the scenes. And so that's what you're seeing here. That was that message that they said just a few minutes ago. So if we start to take a look at just some basic syntax, and this is actually an example of what you're going to be doing in Unit 14, where you come in and do some exercises. So insert the missing statement to get all the customers from the customers table. And so the missing statement here would be select. And select, it honestly doesn't have to be in all capitals, but and so we could submit our answer, show the answer, and hide the answer, show the answer, insert the missing, submit answer. Oh, I'm correct. There we go. That's how that works. That's kind of cool. So you guys can try some others on your own. Write a statement that will select the city column from the customers table. So we want to select city from customers, I believe. So as an example, so those are SQL statements. Now we're going to be looking or picking up SQL statements where it's from. So for example, select all records where the city column has the value Berlin. And so it's going to be something like, and they're giving you a hint up there, so it's select and then star from equals Berlin. Select star from customers. Oh, I'm supposed to fill in where. And then it's going to be city is equal to Berlin. Now, when you work with SQL, double quotes no longer mean a string, single quotes mean a string. So that one was correct. So this is actually kind of cool. I haven't gotten in here before, but that's kind of cool because it's actually research based, where they just kind of scaffold you through choosing some choices, and actually, for example, it gives you the single quotes here, so that you understand that you're not going to use double quotes for strings, etc. But if we go back, I want to go to just a generic and see if it gives me, those are exercises. So go to the SQL Where tutorial. I'm going to go to that. So instead of the exercises, we can go to the tutorial, and it's going to show you the proper format. And this is almost identical to something that you're going to use. So you can select a variety of columns separated by commas from a table where a condition is met. What you're going to be doing in exercise 5 is you're going to be finding all products or all items, people with a certain name. Yours is going to be containing a name that has any fraction of the name. For example, if we look up Sam, it could include Samantha, it could include Samuel. You're going to find any name that has Sam as part of it. The command that does that is going to be the like command. So if we take a look at the like command here, just real quick before we get into the tutorials that you guys are going to have to be working with, the The like operator is used where clauses to search for a specific pattern in a column. And so there are two wildcards that can be used. The % represents a 0, 1, or multiple characters, and the underscore represents a single character. You're going to be using the %. So the % and the underscore can be used in combinations, but basically we're going to select a name from the table of people that we're going to use where the name column looks like a certain pattern, and that's going to be whatever part of the name that somebody entered. Like if they're searching for Sam, then it's going to return Samuel, Samantha, etc. And so this is what the commands might look like, where customer name is like A, finds any value that starts with an A, where customer like %A, the value ends in an A. If you put the % on both sides, it finds any values that have or in any position, and that's what we're going to look for. Underscore R, it has the value R in the second position. A underscore % finds a value that starts with A and are at least 3 characters in length. And then A %O finds any value that starts with an A and ends with an O. So there's some highly usable features here if you're looking for certain things. Alright, that's kind of your overview of SQL. It's not great, but actually come back here and start going through if you're wanting to get into computing. This is actually a really good place to start to learn some of those SQL commands.